So anyway, no announcements. We have asked him to switch off. None of us require that.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests here. Today I am going to review a book called Who Moved My Cheese? When I saw the title, I was thinking that this is the management book, what it's doing with cheese. After going through the book, then I realized cheese is not really about cheese. Cheese, what author is referring as cheese is anything that you value in your life. It could be around your income, your job, your business, your relationship, your health, or anything you are doing for comfortably for many years. This is a very simple book. It talks about the four people who are going through the maze, who are living in a maze. Two are mice, Sniff and Scurry. Two are little people, Hem and Ha. Every day what they do is they go through the maze in search of cheese. And eventually they found the cheese. And what is the difference here is everybody was happy, all the four folks were happy. What was the difference is Fury and Snip were wondering what is happening around. But Hem and Ha was very comfortable on seeing the cheese, and they thought that the cheese will be always there. But what happened one fine morning, cheese is gone. Totally disappeared. So my first lesson from this book was pay close attention to the change, what's happening around. Sniff and Scurry were not shocked on seeing cheese disappearing. Why?
Someone moved it.
They were closely monitoring that they already realized that cheese is slowly getting smaller. But the Hem and Ha thought that cheese will be always there. And cheese will be always there, right? This I can relate to our workplaces, wherein we think that nothing changes, but eventually something will change, right? Technology might get outdated, or people might change, market might change slowly, right? But the only thing is, what we have to realize is change doesn't happen overnight. It happens very slowly. Lessons from this this one, right? So paying the close attention to changes. Change provides certain signal of change. Only thing is we have to notice that and adapt to it. My second lesson from this book was longer you resist change, harder you do it become. Ha realized that this cheese is not going to be with us, it's not going to come back, so it started to search for new cheese, going through the maze and search for new cheese. But him was adamant that this cheese has to come back, right? He was waiting for the cheese to come back. This also happens in our life, right? So we are very afraid of making a change. One advice the author is giving us, even if you are afraid, no need to stop that feeling. Even if you are afraid, start with that feeling, start getting to the change, start making the change. Third lesson from this book is what is that? On the bus, I totally. Yeah, third lesson from this book: do not get too attached to the change. Current cheese, right? See, him how started enjoying the new path of searching for new cheese, but him was totally adamant in waiting for that cheese. This also happened many times, right? In our days, if you are constantly sticking to the old change, won't be able to adapt to the new change. Right? For example, if you are creating certain, I was talking to Shankar, right? If you are creating a test case in the old way, A is already come in, right? If you are not adapting to that A, creating certain test cases using A so that we can save some time, what happens? World doesn't care about you adapting, you being with the old system, right? So they will look for the new system. Would I recommend this book for all? Yes, obviously. But if you are doing making any change currently, or helping your team in making change, or if you want to make some change which you are comfortable already doing something, I would recommend this book because it's very simple, very short story, and simplicity of this book is the real strength of this. Time's up. So one last thing is, don't stick to the change. Keep adapting to the what is happening around and change. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Next mic,